What's up? We got Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 12, Last Refuge. So this episode starts off with the team, trying to, with the team, go, with the team, with the pilgrim, all racing with the time, and the pilgrim erase a guy from history, out of existence, and then, yeah. So, and then what happens is that, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, we see the legend, and they're wondering what to do next. So yeah. So the pilgrim first goes after Mick Rory's young self, and the pilgrim first goes after Rory's young self back in. So they save him, and then he says the pilgrim's next target is young Sarah. Pretty badass Sarah Lance. And pretty badass Sarah Lance is being arrested for what? I don't know. So being arrested for what? I don't know. As she's being arrested, we see Quentin with the hair, because for some reason, I don't know how they like Quentin with his hair. So they decided to use it. I think, yeah, they decided to use, but Quentin's attacked by the pilgrim, and Sarah, but then our Sarah, the bad, my TV child Sarah, saves pretty bad Sarah from the pilgrim, and he's like, and then young Sarah's like, and then Mick's like, quite the badass, and then he looks over, she looks over, but they so they defeat the pilgrim, but then so Mick fires at her, losing her trace, so that means she can kill them at any points now. So Sarah and Mick, so then Mick makes pervert stares and touches her and stuff, and she's like, what's going on? Her dad's gonna be worried about her, but she's like, no, you're gonna be fine, your dad's gonna be fine. And she's like, how do you know that? She's like, I just do. So please stand right there as we get another child. As they get baby Snart. Or baby Martin? I have no idea. Actually, they do get baby Martin at some point. But they do get baby Martin at some point. But so then they meet up with baby Jax, and they meet Jax's dad, who played by Al Gordy, who played Mad Dog on Riverdale, and he's like, so Jax gets to talk to his dad, and gets to talk to his dad because he never got to meet his dad. He never got to meet his dad because his dad died at some point in the war. So his dad died at some point in a war. So they can't get Kendra, because Kendra's, because why would the pilgrim want to kill a reincarnated priestess? It wouldn't make any sense why. Because kill Kendra, because she would just reincarnate over and over again. So killing her would mean nothing, because if they kill her, she would just reincarnate it. Killing the others would make sense because they would just die. But killing Kendra wouldn't make any sense, because if they kill Kendra, she would just reincarnate into somebody else. So the only person they have to get is Rip. Young Rip. exactly. But Pilgrim's like, oh yeah, since I couldn't kill you, I'll just kill your loved ones. Anna, who we never see again. Quentin with Laurel because they have to mention shows a picture of Laurel because we miss Laurel. Um, and raising like Anna because he's just like because it's just like his fiance. Yeah, yeah. So he's like, I know who to get. I know who to exchange for your family. And he's like, who? Himself. So, and so they go to where he grew up. Where he grew up with his adoptive mom and his younger self and a bunch of other time travel children, adopted kids, and they're like, hey, what's up? And we learn Rip's real name is Michael. What? Michael Hunter? We just learned his name Michael. So yeah, so that's what we learned, that his name is Michael something. Michael what? Michael Hunter? What is it? Michael Hunter? Is that the name? Michael Hunter? I have no idea. So yeah, so they attack the Pilgrim. They have this really cool freeze frame where it's like them all like in a statue, like pose. But then young Rip's like, hey lady, and kills her. So young Rip just got killing on his conscience. But it was a bad guy. Kills her. And yeah, so Clarissa doesn't remember Martin. Quentin and Sarah have a talk. Quentin and our Sarah have a talk. Uh, and he's like, "Hey, take this pill, like erase your short-term memory." And he's like, "I knew you'd always become a hero," and eats it. So yeah, and then Kendra and Ray's weird romance. Kendra's like, Ray's like, "Oh, hey, hey, I, hey." It's weird seeing his fiance when he's married to Kendra, engaged to Kendra. So yeah, so then we see, so Kendra, he's like, his wife doesn't remember him, and Rip is like, yeah, because we haven't returned your past selves to their past time, and he's like, as I told you, Martin, I wouldn't let the mission come between your marriage. So yeah, so then at the house we see older Mick talking to young Mick, and young Mick is older Mick is just like, I always blamed you, young Mick, for what happened to his parents, because he accidentally turned on the lighter, and it burned and he went out without telling his parents, causing his parents to die, and he always blamed himself for it, and that his dad is the reason why he's so obsessed with fire. And yeah, and then Jackson's like, is tells his dad about a mission that he's gonna go on to just stay on it, and he's like, how do you know this? And he's like, oh, you're from the future. It's weird that this is allegory. Mad Dog from Riverdale only appeared in like 2 seasons, season 3 and 4, and then just episode, and then just disappeared off the show. Never to be mentioned or heard from again. They didn't say how he left. He just didn't appear on the show ever again. So yeah, but anyway, so they're like, hey, next stop to defeat Savage once and for all, we have to go to Savage's rise to power. We have to go to 2166. 2166. So this was a pretty good episode. It was cool seeing like all the past selves of our main characters. And it's cool seeing all the past selves of our main characters, and yeah, it But yeah, they really had to mention Laurel. I had to go through Laurel. I had to go through I'm going through my Laurel grief. Yeah, going through it. But yeah, and yeah, and that's it for the fail. And I'll see you next time for more Legends of Tomorrow. Bam, 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 bam.